Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Where is it? I can smell it. Where is it? The good times, the memories, all the fun. Where is it? Where is it? I can smell the nostalgia. There. It's right there. Okay. I really wonder what the source of all this nostalgia is. Oh my god. DuckTales? Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Man, I just can't believe that I still have this. I mean, after all these years, I've had this forever. I mean, past the point of memory, I know that I've had this since I was at least a child. Oh my god, such good memories with this game. I can't believe I forgot about it. Maybe I should play some, you know, just for old time's sake, to enjoy that real nostalgia. Oh my god. Is that a crack in my NES cartridge? Is that a crack in my NES cartridge? I'm just gonna go back to bed. Shut up for a second. Listen. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I mean, I might just be hearing nothing because I'm actually asking you, you know, because, you know, all the voices that talk to me all the time. Like on Tuesday, there's this guy in my head, he's like, oh, go get a Slurpee or you'll die. And I did, just in case. I'm not superstitious normally, but, you know, when it's in my head, I'm like, yeah, I gotta do it. And then the thing that happened yesterday, which you don't need to know what happened. Anyways, listen. I swear, I'm hearing something. I can hear it. I might be wrong, but this sounds real and true. The nostalgia box. Of course. What's inside of it today? Ooh, nice and nostalgia-y. Just the way I like it. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen. I can remember the stories, oh so vividly, of my grandfather, and his grandfather before him, and his grandfather before him, and his grandmother before him. Because, I mean, we should really have gender equality now. I mean, it's 2016. I'm sure many people who are not just boys, but also girls were interested in DuckTales, you know. Because it was DuckTales, you know, from the 90s. DuckTales, you know, from the 90s. And her grandfather before her, and how they all talked about the tales of the duck, Scrooge, and how he traveled throughout the land, searching for evil and hunting it down. Or finding treasure, I don't remember. I played it as a kid. Cut me some slack, alright? You know what? I don't need you to judge me. I don't need you to do that, alright? God, let's just open the game, alright? God. Whew. I mixed up the discs again. I mixed up the discs again. God darn it. Why do I even do this? God. As a kid, I somehow always found myself in possession of an NES imitation system. You know, those things that are either NES's just re-released or SNES-NES combos, those things. I went through about one system per year as they usually broke, but one thing that never got replaced in my household were the games that I played growing up. I had a small collection of NES games that I would always play as a youngling, and for some reason the limitations of these games always made my young imagination go wild, somehow crafting my own stories and ideas within the NES games worlds. Even with my NES library constantly expanding, one of the games that has been with me since the start was DuckTales. Developed by Capcom and released on September 14th, 1989, DuckTales was an NES platformer based on an adventure cartoon show, DuckTales. This game had always been a major source of nostalgia for myself and many other people around the world. From its glorious soundtrack to the sick level design, we had many reasons for cherishing this game as a masterpiece. Back in 2013, when I first heard that this game was getting a remaster, I spent a while just watching all the footage I could get my hands on. Once the game released, I purchased it on my Wii U and began playing. Upon loading Scrooge McDuck's computer for the first time, I was hit with a wave of nostalgia, more powerful than a punch from a Hitmonchan, and it was awesome. But was the game's level design still tight? Was the music actually as good as I remembered? And was the game improved in any way from its predecessor? Well, let's find out in today's review of DuckTales Remastered. It all starts when Scrooge McDuck's home is invaded by the Beagle Boys. After beating them all out of his home and saving his nephews, Scrooge finds that they were looking at an old portrait hanging up in his mansion. He soon discovers the source of the commotion, a treasure map hidden within the back of the painting. He discovers then that there are 5 treasures all throughout the land, one on the moon, one in the Amazon, another in Transylvania, the 4th in the African mines, and the last being in the Himalayas. He, Huey, Louie, Dewey, and other characters set out on their path to claim the 5 treasures. The story in the game is simple and fun. It's all that it needs to be and not much else. It doesn't try to be epic or have a sprawling plot. It's just simple and fun, as I said. And I actually also enjoyed all the different characters that were introduced, and the cinematics accompanying each level actually really build up the situations you're in. Instead of being the NES game where you simply dropped into each level, they added new cinematics that give you a definitive start and end to the game. Not to mention that these cinematics, when coupled with awesome voice acting from the original cast and cartoony aesthetics, make it feel like you're truly playing a cartoon. It just exudes that childish fun and spirit that I'm sure all of us love. Despite the awesome touch of adding a gold pole into the game, DuckTales Remastered is first and foremost a remake. It retains the tight controls from its NES predecessor, and also transfers those silky smooth movements from the NES days into this game. Everything here moves perfectly, so when you lose, it's often your fault, rarely a fault of the game's design. The controls at first may seem a bit odd and off, but after getting the hang of them and using Scrooge's cane, you pretty much have no issues with the game's controls at all. Speaking of this cane, it's just a fun mechanic. I mean, it's quite unique, and I've yet to see it in any other platformer. Each moment in this game where I wasn't hopping on the cane was a rare one. The game's level design is also very well done. It's in the same league with the classic Mega Man games. The game has an old NES platformer feeling, for sure, and it even has those old boss fights at the very end of each level. Now, the boss fights are usually really easy, and you can identify how to beat them really quickly, so they're not much except just added meat to the levels. The game is really short, it only has 8 levels, and though each one is pretty long-ish and has 2 sections, I still wish there had been more to the levels, and there had been at least either longer levels or 2 more levels to make it have that extra sense of, accomplishment and completion, because when you finish the game, you can finish this game in a few hours and you'd be done. It's pretty short. Enemies are also pretty easy and usually one-hit knockouts, though to knock them out, you have to hit them on the top of their head with a cane, so that does increase the game's difficulty, but even on the most extreme setting, DuckTales Remastered is still not too challenging. Enemy types are... Wait, back up that footage. You can kill bunnies and ghosts. You can kill bunnies and goats. I can hear PETA knocking on my door. Literally, you can. No, wait. Have to kill bunnies and goats. Oh, Disney. Oh my god. It was a different time for you, I'm sure, but... Oh my god. DuckTales looks fine, but the characters are what truly stand out. When I first read about the remaster releasing, I was hoping that the game's art would stay true to the original NES game. And it did. It's updated the pixely art style into a cartoony art style that just looks awesome. Each character looks so nice, as they just look like their cartoon selves. The issue is that they sometimes look out of place with the levels. Sometimes it works fine when they're in the moon or in the office, but then it goes to the Amazon or the mines, and it just looks a little weird, like the characters are out of place and pasted onto the levels. It's not too big of a deal, but it is a little odd when you look at it. The music in the game is absolutely amazing. They carry over the nostalgia-inducing tones into the new modern world of the game. The music in the game is absolutely stunning. They carry over the nostalgia-inducing tunes into the modern world of gaming, but instead of just simply covering them and putting them into the game and calling it a day's work, they actually add new tones to each song that, instead of alienating the nostalgia, just make the songs better and give it a more layered feel, especially the moon theme and the credits theme. They're so good. The voice acting in this game is also awesome. They got the original voice cast from the show back to voice the characters, and it sounds awesome and gives the game a level of authenticity that most games based off of other media cannot brag about. Well, DuckTales Remastered is a pretty faithful remake of the original on the NES, but it's so faithful that it kind of plays against itself in terms of longevity and levels, Like, I just wish that it was longer. I was able to beat the game in one day, and if there had been 2 more levels, maybe it would have felt much more rounded out. But it's still a fun game, and when updated, it's even more fun. It brings new soundtracks, new nostalgia, and new memories. DuckTales Remastered is really fun, and definitely worth your time for its price, so I give DuckTales Remastered an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all so much for watching. In all honesty, this was just a quick video, because the video that I was talking about in my update video, DK64, is in fact coming soon. But happy Thanksgiving to you all. Have a great day, and comment down below, what are you thankful for today? Happy Thanksgiving once again. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. PETA, you're under arrest for animal cruelty. They're not taking me alive. I've got a Kappa. I'm not afraid to throw him against the wall again. Stand down. Oh, you want me to stand down? How about you stand down, big boy, huh? What are you talking about? What the heck, man? Don't you play that attitude with me. Don't do that. Oh, you wanna go, What is up, everybody? Roy here, and thank you so much for watching my DuckTales review. It was definitely a quick video that I wanted to put out for you guys so that you would have some Royboy content before we go into DK64, which might be a little bit longer of a wait because I still need to beat it. I'm writing the review as I'm playing it so I can, be the most efficient that I can be. And I hope you guys will enjoy that video because it's been almost a year and a half in the making. Now, not making, but just patronizing, but not patronizing, procrastinating, jeez. Again, this is actually not again. This is actually a big announcement, although not that big. I have changed my name on YouTube. It's just downsizing it. Really, it's just Royboy now, not Royboy140. As minor as it might seem, it's actually kind of a big decision for me because it's like, you know, the 140 is like, I don't know, I just like it. But I was like, I figured that I might as well change it now. This is not going to be something I'm going to stick. I don't know. I'm thinking about changing my name to something completely different soon-ish. But until then, or if that doesn't happen, Royboy's the name. And thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you all are cool with the whole Royboy thing, not Royboy140 anymore. I'm trying to change my name on everywhere. So I'm just doing that right now. Thank you all so much, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a wonderful year of 2016. It's been a weird one. Alright, anyways, I'll see you all later. Have a great Thanksgiving dinner, and tell me one thing that you're thankful for down below. Goodbye.